Okay, so hey, what's up? I am back with this video, Venus in the second house synastry. So Venus in the second house synastry is a very interesting synastry. Like, okay, so you guys, you want to hear my interpretation. Okay, I have back when I was doing research and I was learning about different signs and their placement, I came across a lot about how what ends up happening with Venus in the second house, like one person or the other could feel used, almost like the Venus person can take advantage of the second house person in their property, in their assets. And the second house person can feel like they're not really valued for their love or what they bring to the table, or they can be used for it because it's more of a physical thing. Like the Venus person may use the second house person for what they can give and what they can offer, and take that for granted. I get that, but at the same time, I do see that more happening more with specific placements, like maybe a Venus in the sixth house, because that's a house of give and take. It's one of the houses of give and takes, and then Venus in the seventh house. But that's neither here nor there. What I have to say about this one, I like, if you look at Venus, the planet of love, but it's also the planet of money and things of that nature as well, and material goods, material things, and the fact that if you look at the ruler of Libra, yes, this Venus could be very giving, but at the same time, Venus could want to receive as well. Because you think about like the Venus energy, the Venusian energy, the art of seduction, getting what it is, magnetizing to what it is that it wants, representing the feminine aspect of things. And then when you put it in the second house of Venus, because it's the house of Taurus, yes, where things are very physical, where you have like property, you have like what you're worth, the value of it and everything, where this looks like a very materialistic relationship and interaction and aspect and love affair and blase, it works. And it looks more like the Venus person getting what they want through the second house person, like getting the attention, receiving the finances possibly. Or should I say maybe giving the finances or whatever as well. It doesn't matter. It's give or take in this particular house, but the second house person benefits as well, because the second house person maybe gets inspired by Venus to make more money. It works. It works because it's like, it's one of those things to where it's like, well, you get what you want, I get what I want. You get what you need, I get what I need. We both get what we want in this particular situation. And I just kind of feel like it seems superficial. It appears superficial to a lot of outside people. And I do feel like we could get taken advantage of at any placement. Like, the conversation around certain things, like even relationships, when you talk about love relationships, people talk about only the romantic part. If again, too many swords, it becomes, okay, well, this person is just not romantically involved. This person is thinking rational instead of about just love. But the thing about it is, you got to be able to think rational sometimes in relationships. You got to be able to have the conversations that you don't want to have. Just like materialistic aspects. In relationships, there's materials at play here, because you're living in the same home. Sometimes you're giving gifts. You got to purchase food. You want to look good for your mate, for your partner, for whoever you're attracting. You want some type of chemistry there. You want to, you might want to gift your partner. You might want to give to them. You might want to receive from them. So I feel like this one goes back and forth with doing that. But the Venus person in this particular synastry aspect is definitely wanting to give to the second house person, but at the same time, the Venus person wants to attract, like they want to attract value from the second house person. So the Venus person wants the second house person to do things for them because they want to do them for them. They don't want to have to make you do things for them. It's like, you see that I'm looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing my crown, my tiara. You see I got my leopard print on. You see I got my heart earrings and my red lipstick. So what you want to do? Like, how do you want to invest in this? You know? Do you like what you see? Do you find value in what you see? Because the Venus person is like, because I value myself. Like, I dress myself up. I look nice. Do you, second house person, like what you see? Do you want more of this or not? And they're communicating through the physical aspect of it. They're communicating through the financial aspect of it. The second house is like, I like what I see. Like, I love what I see. Here you go. Throw some more. They both are intrigued with each other. They both could value each other. You know, I feel like the second house, though, could possibly feel like it can keep the Venus person or control the Venus person with the assets that it has, with what the Venus person wants, you know, with the lifestyle that the Venus person wants and needs. And I feel like the Venus person feels like they can control the second house person's finances and things of that nature with what they give them and what they don't. It's like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna dress up, then I'm not gonna wear nice things, then I'm not going to invest any time or energy in whatever it is that you have going on. Because you have to understand, they're both exchanging goods here in material. They both represent Venus. And these two can really be physical with each other. Like, they can upgrade. They can upgrade. They can add to each other. They can take away from each other. Don't get me wrong. They can burn a lot of money. They both can with indulgences, with foods, and, you know, like expensive taste in things. They can do that. They could both be spending money and stuff like that they don't have. The second house person could definitely be spending money that they don't really have to impress the Venus person or to give to the Venus person. The Venus person definitely could be spending money that it doesn't have to be valuable, to become valuable to that second house person. And when really they're wanting the same thing, you know? But they can do indulgences. They can overindulge in stuff. This is a real physical synastry. Like, these two will put on perfume, wear jewelry, you know, different things to entice each other or just to be sexually involved with each other. Like I said, it could be very physical. You know, it could be to where they're having, like, they get turned on by each other, like eating. It's kind of like, and I said this similar in Venus in the fourth house, except for Venus in the fourth house turns emotional. These two, Venus in the second house, can do this without emotions being involved. And this, because of that, there's not, the attachment becomes the material good, like what one person can offer the other, versus the emotional component to it. So this can, the Venus in the fourth house synastry could last longer possibly, or be harder to break than the Venus in the second house synastry, depending on how much you guys have, depending on how much Venus in the second house has accumulated together. You know, but like I said, they can be very in love with the physical aspect of things, and, you know, how they show up and the things that they can earn, the things that they can make. You know, other people can see them and envy them. Other people can see them and feel like they're like some power couple or something, like they're very successful together. And even though that could just be the outer image, but it could be the inner, they can definitely come together and like add on to the other one's life, like add on assets or something like that, just by being married or just by being together. So with this Venus in the second house synastry, yes, it could seem superficial, and at times it could be. I'm not going to take that away, but at the same time, it works for the people that are involved for however long it has to. Like, they They want to feel valuable and worthy. And they get that from each other. All right. Okay. And I'm not saying that you can't use each other. So you got to be mindful of that. All right. But I'm just giving an overall interpretation of Venus in the second house synastry. And you know what? What I need you to do, I need you to stop. I need you to subscribe to my channel. And I need you to know that I'm going to come back because I'm going to be doing more videos. And do you want to see the videos or do you not want to see the videos?